Yes, one more.
Okay.
110. Okay.
Clear left.
Clear left. 2,000.
Good. We're looking outside of the airplane for
Looking
traffic, checking our lines. Good. Nose is up. Increasing the bank a little. There you go. And 90 degrees. We start to just relax that back pressure and slowly rolling the wings out, getting back to 110 and 2,000, 110 and 2,000, 110 and 2,000. Rolling the wings, rolling the wings, rolling the wings, rolling the wings, rolling the wings. Get down a little more, down a little more. Look at your altitude. Just another 25 feet. You definitely always get nose higher on the right. I don't know why. I don't know if it's like a sight picture thing for you. Not sure. And then so you're already rolling the wings, and we're not even close to being on it.
You'll be on 135.
Yeah, but you're really mechanical on the one to the right, and then you're more flowy on the one to the left. There you go, back to 110, 2,000. But you held in some banks, so, but it's definitely better.
Okay, 8 on pylons.
Okay, so look down underneath us. I practiced a lot of 8s on pylons in that field up there. If you give me a left turn.
A left turn there.
Yeah, so the winds are coming out of the south.
Winds are coming from the south.
Yep, so we need to pick an east and a west point, and see all these orange fields, how there's like little buildings in them and stuff? See all the little buildings to our left in the orange fields? There's all those little sheds and stuff?
Yes.
The only thing is you've got power lines right there. You see those? So we need to pick 2 points that are far enough from those power lines, but that run east-west. And that we're not gonna, I mean, we should be above them. I think those are at like 50 feet or something, or 100 feet. So,
okay, but okay, the wind is south.
from the south.
Huh?
From the south.
From the south.
Yep.
Wind is coming from the south.
Yep.
So I have wind on my butt.
Yep.
So it means I have to enter here 45 to the left.
Okay.
Okay. All right. I would love to use that tower right there as my first point.
Tower.
This one here on the, it's not well.
Remember, we can't be near houses. We got to be out kind of in the middle of nowhere.
Okay, right there. That was that one. Okay, but I have to enter like this way.
Yep, so it'd be good to find a point and then count 10 seconds past it, right? So we can find an east and a west point. So look down at the ground, find something you like. That's not over somebody's house. You know, there's a nice little pond right there. There's a pond there, but that's
I'm going back
big.
to the intersection of 2 roads.
Okay, so the intersection? That's one. And
these kind of intersection.
Okay, so make that one, and we need to find one more that's on the westerly side, over here, somewhere. Maybe the little stand of trees right there that we're passing on our right.
So I'm going to go that point, if I can still remember that point.
Yeah, where the 2 roads cross.
Yes.
And then maybe...
Hold on. If I'm going to take my time, I'm going to fly on top of that one.
Okay.
And I'm going to count my 10 seconds on my proper heading. So that one there.
Yep.
That one, I'm still keeping that in mind. So wind is coming from here, exactly on this line. I'm going to make a 45 degree on this intersection.
Okay.
To get my other point.
Yes, and I want your other point to be to the west because we've got power lines to the east.
I am going to the west. I'm going to fly to the west.
Perfect.
Okay, but I'm going to fly a 45 from this point right here.
Well, you just want 10 seconds that direction, right?
Yes.
So you can fly straight over it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because 1,400. Speed, ground speed at 100. So
what is our ground? So your ground speed's in knots. So you better make sure if it's knots that you convert it.
Okay, 90 degrees knots.
97 knots. Is 810.
Okay, so this was base here, so I'm about 110 miles.
Okay.
So I'm at 810. So that's my first point.
810 plus elevation,
Plus
right?
elevation.
So what's the elevation out here? How could you tell? What's a nearby airport that you can use?
I could use Chalet Suzanne.
There you go. So find out what Chalet Suzanne elevation is. And your point is coming up, so we'll count 10 seconds first. You're about to fly over it.
130.
Okay, so you're going to count 10 seconds.
Okay.
You want a straight east point?
Not really.
Okay.
I was trying to go 45.
2 1000, 3 1000, 4 1000, 5 1000, 6 1000, 7 1000, 8 1000, 9 1000, 10 1000.
So I'm good.
Well, there's a house on your left. We're not really supposed to do it over houses. There's another house on your right. Again, we're not supposed to do it over houses. Why are you doing a 45-degree angle from your point and not just straight west? Aren't the winds coming out of like
Because the wind is, I'm assuming the wind is coming from the south.
Okay, so if it's coming from the south, then an easterly and a westerly point, straight east and west, would make sense.
Would make sense?
Yeah.
That'll be good enough?
Yeah, so if it's coming out of like, let's say it's 160.
Yes.
So it's 20 degrees south, shy of straight south.
Yes.
A little bit of a angle, yes, but not 45 degrees. I wouldn't do 45 degrees off. No.
Okay. Okay, so that's still that point there. That'll be the point I need to enter. So, Miss, I can use the one point here.
Okay, so maybe this little shed. See that rusty shed right there with the rusty roof?
Okay.
Maybe use that. Okay, so let's go to the south. Enter on the.
I'm gonna enter that point on a 45.
Yeah, but you gotta go to the south. 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 The wind is from the south, right? So you gotta enter the maneuver at a 45 with the wind on your butt.
On my butt.
Yeah.
Not against the wind.
Not against the wind.
Exactly. Gotta go to the south.
You gotta always be hyper aware of where you are and what directions, north, south, east, west. I don't care if you're familiar with the area or not. You as a pilot, you need to always know.
Okay. And do I have that point right here?
Yes, that's the crossing road.
I still have that crossing right.
And then we've got our rusty shed right off your wingtip right now.
So if
that ways.
If that is the case, if that's one of my points, I have to start it on the second point.
No, I'm confused. I don't know what you're thinking. So we enter on a 45, and then we'll start on our left point.
On the left
do
point.
a circle, and then come back to this.
Here.
Yes, so set yourself up.
Where's
go
my
to the south.
Go to the south?
Yeah, our other point's that rusty shed, the one with the red roof that we just
the
pointed
rusty
out.
shelf.
Yeah.
Yes, I see it. I was emphasizing so much on that one. Oh my goodness. 1,000.
So
is she gonna be patient with me to find these points according to?
She'll be patient, but you can't start heading to the north when you should be heading south. Don't do that to her.
Okay.
And you still haven't figured out what the elevation is at Chalet Suzanne to add it to your 810.
I told you it was 130.
Okay, so what's 130 plus 810?
950.
Okay, so we could say 1,000 feet or so, right?
Yes.
Okay. So coming in at a 45.
To that rusty shed.
That rusty shed.
And that's my second point.
Yeah, that's your second point. So this is looking pretty good. So we're at 1,000 feet.
We are 1,000 feet.
And 45, so give yourself a little bit of a right turn. Make that rusty shed off your wing.
Hit the small one?
Yeah, with the little red rusty roof. Give me a little more turn to the right. You'll see it off your left here, right there. A little close. Go ahead and turn your fuel.
The rusty.
Yeah, go ahead and turn your fuel pump on. All right, and start your maneuver.
Oh, the rusty small one.
Yeah, well, if you see something better, do it. But we gotta stay away from houses. There you go. Good. Put it right on your wingtip. Good. And keep checking that turn coordinator. And just vary your altitude based on whatever direction that shed is moving on your wing. What's good about this sized point is you can easily see if it moves to the front or the back of your wing. So it's a really good one to stay locked on, you know. There you go. Keep her coming, keep her coming, keep her coming. Good, don't let her go, don't let her go, don't let her go. And here comes our 45. Boom, right there. Roll out, roll out, roll out, roll out. Don't dive, don't dive, don't dive. Alright, and roll on. Back of the wing, dive away, or climb away. Good. And once you get it back on the wing, hold it there. And make sure we're looking for traffic, of course. I got eyes too, but you also are responsible.
I feel I need power.
Okay, well then add a little power. Keep it right on your wingtip, right on your wingtip.
In between the shrouds.
There you go. And always checking your turn coordinator. Good. You see it move to the front of your wing, dive onto it. There you go. Good. Keep her on, keep her on, keep her on. Good.
My goodness, what a fight too.
Much better. Okay, and we'll roll out 45 degrees. There
And
you go.
the shed is right here.
Yep, so if you were in your check ride, you would roll out and climb out. But we've gotten pretty low.
We got pretty low.
Yep, so...
We're gonna climb up.
Okay. So climb back to 1,000.
Yes.
And actually we could go, let's go do some touch and goes. And then we'll hit...
We're gonna do touch and goes in Kissimmee?
Kissimmee, yeah, let's do a couple. The winds are pretty good for practice. They're not crazy crosswind.
1,000, let's climb 1,500.
Sounds good.
Oops. We passed birds.
So, I feel like you're good at 8s on pylons. It's just make sure that you figure out your points and don't get disoriented, you know?
Yes.
Figure out your points, don't be over houses.
Yes.
Obviously you're good at knowing, okay, that it needs to be perpendicular to the wind. Oh wow, lots of birds, holy cow.
Yes.
But just don't get disoriented with where did my point go, you know?
Yes.
Okay, fuel pump off.
Fuel pump
And
off.
let's head for Kissimmee.
Let's head for Kissimmee. It was, I don't recall the 128. Alright, 775.
Good, so look at your map. Let's head for Kissimmee. Go.
3025. Expect a ILS approach, runway 15 in use. Use caution for activity in the vicinity of Kissimmee Airport. Advisor contact, you have information, Oscar.
Oscar.
Wait, let's listen to the wind one more time.
Kissimmee Airport information, Oscar. 1856 Zulu, wind 180 at Niner. Visibility
180, okay, perfect.
3,900 scattered. Temperature 28, dew point 21, altimeter 3025. Expect a ILS approach from the 15 in use. Use caution for increased bird activity in the vicinity of Kissimmee Airport.
Okay, information Oscar. We'll head back for Kissimmee.
Over sand pits.
Yep. Yeah, I feel like you're good at 8s on pylons. Like you held them really well and you were coordinated.
Yes.
Just make sure to, you know, once you picked your points, have an eagle eye on them. Don't lose them.
Yes.
And really don't. Make sure we don't, you know, choose a...
Target, I see about 12 southwest of field over the sand pits at 1,600 feet, probably inbound. But that's the only traffic we got to the southwest. Frequency change approved.
Thank you much. We'll track shortly and we'll keep an eye out. Thanks.
And that would be the Citabria over the sand pits. Good to hear.
Tower 3 Juliet Sierra, the Warhawk is just east of the water tower, about a mile at 1,400 feet, climbing southwest.
Roger that. Looking for the Warhawk. We'll keep an eye.
3 Juliet Sierra, you inbound for full stops.
We are inbound, but we'd like some touch and goes. 3 Juliet Sierra.
3 Juliet Sierra, thanks. Just report over the water tower, and I'll have a sequence for you when you get here.
Alrighty, we'll report over the water tower. 3 Juliet Sierra, thanks. Sorry for jumping in, but he
No,
was like,
please.
Warhawk, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so he's at 1,400 feet east of the sand pits climbing, so he's probably going to be coming up on us fairly quick, and he's, of course, way fast, so he might even pop up above the clouds here while we're out.
Water tower, 12 o'clock.
All right, perfect.
Tower, Cessna 68266, ready for departure, 15, close traffic.
Cessna 68266, Kissimmee Tower, only 15, make right traffic, clear for takeoff.
Takeoff 15, right, close traffic, 68266.
Cirrus 591 Golf Tango, contact your land or departure, have a good flight.
For departure, thanks for your help, sir, 1 Golf Tango.
I don't see him, so he's probably way past us by now. We ended up having two Warhawk walk-ins. So two people just showed up and were like, hey, we want to fly the P-40. And he's like, great, I'm here. Might as well do it. Okay, so we'll just do a few touch and goes. You know, obviously we've been trying to work on your landing, so let's get them spot on and...
With the trim. Trim is my friend.
Trim is your friend, and they don't have to be perfect, of course, Wilson. You know, no landing has to be perfect. It just has to be safe. So
Yes.
We'll make sure we have the correct inputs, and once you have all three on the ground, we're feeding that stick back and into the wind. And if you bounce, just
3 point.
3 point, yeah. Very good. And if you feel like your bounce is really bad, of course, you can always go around, but this airplane will recover really nice. But yeah, good job on the 8s on pylons. Your Blazy 8s were getting better and better, and I think you're really getting it with the feel, you know? The Lazy 8's a hard one, and
It's the hardest thing in the car.
It totally is. Absolutely it is.
It is the hardest thing. Water tower.
You feel good in the airplane? You feel like you, yeah,